Nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, that's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
We'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Running with purpose. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his back. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll use the ground game here. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The shotgun running play call. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pre-snap motion from the offense. It's a run. Running back's got it. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass this time. The pocket breaking down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second down now after the sack. And he'll set up to throw. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. Bringing pressure. And a sophomore making an impact play.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And they've got the returner corralled. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up a third down play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
On the screen. Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoring.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Incomplete. He was good as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Quarterback still with the football. Fights through a tackle. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Across the 40 now. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48. Well, they trust the running game on third down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on third down, and once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Gives it to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, tied. But they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner looking to create better field position. And the returner will be brought down. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last drive stalled, but they're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Ball handed off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's got his man open downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability.
They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
With the catch, it's Clark. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Damn, Man, this defense continues to just be visible at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
A stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? It's an out route, the catch made, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it can be pick six going the other way.
That completion makes it second and short. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass caught. Makes the defender miss. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Breaks loose at the 45. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. What a kick. It's good from 55. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Vols will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back. Touchback will start at the 25. onto the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. Breaking just trucks through the defender. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And the wideout goes in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. It's caught downfield at the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bama. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point is good. It's 17-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Hicks. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. He'll throw it now. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in 19.
He's looking deep here. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's complete downfield. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. And boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
By the quarterback. Loss of 3. Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. Looking to scramble now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
4th down coming up.
So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Has a first down. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand.
On the ready.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. Ready.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. Well, the energy really building that. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
No problem with PAT right down the middle.
Tennessee, 0.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Extra point is good. They cut it to 17 now, 24-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
24, Tennessee, 7.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Alabama first and 10 will take over. First and 10.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Quarterback operating an empty set. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Wideout's now clustered. Movement here from the tight end. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Brings up 2nd down.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
Green 25.
Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Alabama. And this one is getting ugly. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That means the score, Alabama 31, Tennessee 7.
And it comes out to the 25. No return. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
To throw, it's Allen. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The pocket breaking down. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Can he make it? And he's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. There's the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Cricket! Hawk! Hawk!
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, tie. And the beatdown continues. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hicks. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. First and 10.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Allen. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
On the
Getting set. Here's second down. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.